All right, guys. Today we're going to be reacting to liberal modern women think men don't need to protect her in war. Insane. Let's jump in.
Secondly, there actually is one. So forced military conscription. So all men in the United States compelled by law are required to register with a selective service, which in the event of a war would compel them to essentially be cannon fodder in a military conflict. Secondly, even if there wasn't a military conflict, if a man fails under law to register for the selective service, there are significant ramifications to this. For example, they can't vote. They are not allowed to have certain federal jobs, federal careers. They can't get student
They can
loans.
be imprisoned and fined.
It's a felony, $250,000 fine. There's some other potential ramifications.
And women are not subject to that, by the way.
And you know what? You know what? I really appreciate you bringing that point up, because this is where the point really lies here. Is you're 100% correct. And the difference between you and I is that I would fight till the end for that to not be the case for you guys, but you guys would not fight for me. Clearly.
Well, hold on.
I would fight till the end to make sure that's not, because I completely disagree with that for men. Men should not have to be forced.
Hold on.
I completely agree.
Wait. So
I'll fight till the end for you in
That's
that
great.
regard.
So first
Like-
off, you.
Men protect you.
I
So
That's
you
kinda
have.
shifting
Oh
the
my
goalposts,
God.
though,
Yeah.
right?
First off, you haven't.
I don't need men to protect me. I've protected myself.
Actually,
this whole time.
you do need men to protect you.
Really?
Whether-
From who? Other men? Because
How is
I
that?
can't tell you
So you
how
still
many
need
times
men
I've
to protect
protected
you. So
you still need
myself.
men to
You
protect you.
You need them to protect
I
you.
don't
through-
need you guys to protect
Can you
me.
stop interrupting? You got to allow people to actually.
Yeah,
wha-
I'm shut. Talk. I'm done.
You need to allow people to actually speak instead of just constantly.
She has a lot of trauma, folks. She has a lot of trauma. She despises men right now. She despises men. That's why she ran like a cat, like a scared dog. Like she's had contempt against guys, men.
Interrupting them. It's
Okay.
very simple. We let you talk. Okay. So, two things. First, you absolutely do need men to protect you. This may be by proxy, either through the military or through law enforcement officers. I'm assuming if somebody you know were to be murdered, you would not just protect yourself, you would not investigate it yourself. You would appeal to who? Primarily men who are in law enforcement. I'm assuming, unless you just, if someone you know who got murdered, you'd hope it wasn't investigated.
I would appeal to law enforcement as a whole, not to specifically
Which
men
is
in law enforcement.
predominant- which is
And to be quite
predominantly
honest with
men.
you, if I mean, I don't personally own a gun. Maybe I will one day. I don't know. I don't really feel strongly either way at this moment in time about it. But I can tell you, if I need protection, if I own a gun, I don't need your muscles. I'm actually, I can handle
Sure.
it. I don't need.
Are you in
I just
favor
need.
of-
Here's
are you
the
in
thing. I need tools. I don't need men. I need tools, and men hoard all the tools and resources. So I have to ask you guys for those
Okay,
tools.
so
I just
hold on,
have
no,
the
no,
tools
hold on,
myself.
hold on.
I can use them
Hold
myself.
on.
I know how to use them.
Men,
Okay.
men are stopping women from building guns?
No, that's
was
not
gonna
what I
say.
said. Like you're taking it literally because you can't look at the bigger picture. I'm saying that like
Oh wow.
I have always been in a position in every job I've been in, school, everywhere, is that there's a man who's in power over me that I have to go to get better. I have to go to get the promotion. I have to go to convince
Okay,
to write
no,
me
no, no,
letter.
no, hold on.
If
Hold
I
on.
have the tools
Stop.
myself,
You need
I
to
don't
stop,
need you.
because
Because I
now
have to
you're-
ask you for them.
You need to stop
I
because
know how to use them
you're
myself.
not allowing me to go point by point on this. Now,
Look at Andrew. Look at Andrew's body language. He can recognize something's wrong with her. Let's go back to that.
Been in
He's
school,
looking at her, right?
everywhere, is that there's a
Look at how
a
Andrew
man
started
who's in
looking
power over me that I
and
have
ignoring
to go
her.
to get better. I have to go to
That's a
get
classic example of stoicism.
the promotion.
Ignore
I have to
what
go
is- that's
to
not worthy.
convince to
okay,
write
no,
me
no, no,
letter.
no, hold on.
Like, if
hold
I
on.
have the tools
Stop.
myself,
You
I
need to
don't
stop
need you
because
because
now
I have to
you're-
ask you for them.
You need to stop because
I know how to use them
you're
myself.
not allowing me to go point by point on this. Now you're talking about promotions and stuff. Let's go back to the draft. So you made
See,
two
that's very
claims there.
important, folks.
You made the claim that,
Well,
well, if I was in your position, I would advocate that men not be drafted. So let's talk about that. Okay. So I know you live in like
Look at that, man. She
fairy tale
despised
land
those
where
men. Wow.
In your world, military conflict would never exist, even if women hold.
Fairy tale.
Even if.
That's not
Hold
I
on,
don't
hold
live
on.
in that
Let me
world.
finish. Let me finish. In the same way, you're strong. Okay. In your fairy tale world, even if women had all the power, held all positions of power, perhaps you think that there would not be any military conflicts. I think this is wrong. There would still be military conflicts regardless. So you're saying that you would advocate that there should be no draft, period.
Yes,
or no?
what I'm advocating for, because you're right, in anyone's idyllic world, who wants war?
Okay.
No one wants
So
war.
is
So in
there
my idyllic
war?
world,
Is
there
there war?
wouldn't be war, sure, but I know war is a necessity. I'm very aware of that. I'm not saying that
Okay,
we can't
but
survive
so-
without war, but I'm saying that the people who participate in that war should be able to choose whether they're men or women.
But-
That's it. If
so
I have
if
a
I were
son,
to tell
I don't
you-
want to know that he's going to be taken against his own will. Like, I feel strongly about protecting my sons equally as my daughters.
But if I were to tell you, it's almost a waste of time to have a conversation of trying to get rid of the draft, because the government will never relinquish its ability to call upon its citizenry in a situation or scenario where the country needs to essentially force its citizenry into the defense of the nation. The government, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, will never relinquish this power. So assuming that, you can agree that there's no scenario where the draft will never exist.
You're
That's a
right. In the
problem with the
society that we've built, that's what I'm saying, is a lot of shit in the society needs to be
War-
dismantled,
okay.
dude, because
But
it
war's
doesn't,
never
it
going
doesn't
away.
work.
Dude,
This is
wow,
not
she
the
called him
only
dude.
way.
That's a sign of disrespect. When a female call you dude, that's her testing your boundary as a man. So she's calling a dude, right? Only dudes who call each other dude, right? But a female calling you dude, it's cringy yourself, by the way. But it's a sign of disrespect.
That we can work. There's many
war and
different ways.
conflict is never going to go away.
You're right, it's not, but there's different ways to go about it, is my point. And do I have all the answers? No.
Okay,
but is
but
the way
so-
we're doing it currently
so-
satisfying everyone? No. We need
All right,
to do
Hillary
something different.
Clinton,
That's
we
what
get
I'm
it.
saying. We need, and that's what is the issue here. Is I love this country and I want to make it better. I'm not talking shit about this country. I'm saying there's flaws with it, and I want to help improve it.
Okay, but so you're saying I would advocate for you guys, but you guys won't advocate for me. So again, I'll say it again. There's no scenario where the government is going to relinquish their right to draft the citizenry. So then, wouldn't you agree that perhaps in this situation, women should also be subject to military
that's
conscription?
Yes, yes.
100%.
Okay.
It needs to be equal
It would
either
be
way.
fair.
Right.
Either everyone
It's
gets to
like an
choose or no one
Mhm.
gets to choose.
So-
That's what I'm
But in
saying.
any
Would it
case,
suck? Yes,
so but
it would be
But
fair.
despite 100 years of equality when it comes to voting, women still are not obliged to be subject to military conscription. And so, because of this, that is precisely one example in which men don't have bodily autonomy. So you're not actually addressing my argument here. You're just saying, well, I would advocate that men should not be drafted, but I'm telling you currently, as a rebuttal to your point of men don't have bodily autonomy, it's actually quite the opposite.
What about, we know mental health sucks in this country for everyone, men, women, children, doesn't matter who
Okay,
you
let's
are.
see where she goes
But
with
when
this.
The military does drafts. I know they don't take people with bipolar, BPD, all these other mental illnesses. So if we're going to like compare the two between abortion rights and
Oh my
being
God.
drafted for the military, what
What
about
in the
women who
hell?
have severe mental deficits, who struggle to live day to day, who necessarily in the drafts wouldn't be drafted but are still forced to carry a child that they
What
mentally
in the
or
hell?
physically are incapable of caring for completely.
I'm
What?
not sure I entirely follow.
No, she's playing hero. She's just trying to deviate the conversation. She's just playing hero. This is what they do. They try to play hero to each other to just defend each other. They can feel their energy. One thing that they don't want to just encounter is a very reckless female. They are afraid of them. Unless the group agree that female's crazy, need to be kicked out. Well, right now she's playing the hero. She just deviated the entire conversation.
I mean, I would assume that if you have some severe mental incapacity, whether you're a man or a woman, this would preclude you from volunteer service and a draft.
Yeah,
Even in
so that they're protected in that sense. But I mean, women, when it comes to abortion rights, right? People who suffer from bipolar, all these mental fucking illnesses that make it not only hard to function as like a day-to-day person, but as a full parent who is responsible for another living being. Why would they be forced to carry that child term if they found out they were
Yeah, I see what you're
pregnant
saying.
later in
so,
life.
So just to summarize this, make sure I'm not straw manning this. What you're saying is, yes, okay, this is true. Men lose their autonomy this way, and women lose their autonomy this way. But the exemptions that men get is that if they have mental health issues, they don't have to go into military service. But women, if they have mental health issues, would still have to bear the child.
Yes.
So this is not fair, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not fair.
Now at least
because-
I understand. So that I do have this down correctly, right? Okay, so what I would say to this is, okay, fair enough, but you do realize that draft standards, how they're set, are actually designed to be lowered instantly by necessity.
Yeah,
Meaning
I'm
that-
sure if they
yeah, meaning
need
that
soldiers,
if there's a
they're
yeah,
gonna
if there's
be
a
like,
war-
oh, he's a little fucked up.
Yeah,
That's
he's a
okay,
little
we'll
fucked up.
Take him
In
anyways.
fact, they will lower the IQ standards significantly.
Yeah.
Right. They'll lower all
They just
standards
need
across the board.
bodies.
Yeah, they just need bodies. And so now your BPD, this and that. Oh, you got some medication that'll help you with that. Get your ass to the front line. So essentially, these things will be removed via necessity. So it's not a disqualifier from you getting drafted,
not
even with mental
completely.
illness.
Like in a perfect world, yeah, but not completely. But they don't have that standard for pregnant women.
I do.
Man, this lady, I don't know what. She's still caught up into the abortion thingy. I don't know. That'll come back between Brian and the lady here, the Leslie. It was very interesting because she's very traumatized. She probably had a lot of bad experience. And you know, I have to give Brian some kudos here. He really pushed back. He really did push back, and that's what it's all about. And you know, he's doing very good. I like that. Currently, he's recognizing. Seems like he's looking at Andrew, how he does debates, and probably he's asking Andrew a lot of questions. Andrew might be mentoring him a little bit. Clearly, that has helped a lot because that's what he needs to do. He needs to recognize when things are out of line and when things need to be put in positions, and that's what happened. Make sure you like to subscribe. I'm gonna see you in the next one.